Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie French.
And I'm Robinson Miles. A lot is happening around the tri-state on this oh-so-glorious of Fridays. We are going to start things off with a 14 News update. Now, an Indiana bill created after the murder of Evansville realtor Susan Haney now heads to the governor's desk. House Bill 1250 passed the Senate unanimously today. If Governor Braun signs it into law, it would require the Indiana Department of Corrections to notify communities when a violent offender is released from prison.
The man accused of killing Susan Haney was released from prison just 6 months before her death. The author of this bill, Representative Tim O'Brien, believes a notification could have prevented Haney's murder. This is a bill that we followed closely, and now that it has passed, we are speaking with some of the supporters, the people who really pushed for that bill. Emma Beck is speaking with them today, and she'll have more tonight on 14 News.
Now, switching over to a developing story out of Warwick County, Boonville police are asking local businesses to check their cash drawers for counterfeit money. Now, they say it could be tricky to tell, though. Now, these are some of the thousands of bills police say they confiscated from Jorge Bravo a little over a week ago after a traffic stop.
Yeah, while typical counterfeit bills have Asian lettering or are marked for prop purposes, police say these are sophisticated. A strange feel or size of the bill could be the only sign that it's counterfeit. Now, police have teamed up with the Secret Service for this investigation because they say this case is one of a kind. Now, we do have a full list of all of the serial numbers of each of those counterfeit bills on our website, 14news.com. Boonville police say if you have any of these bills at your business, you need to call their non-emergency line and let them know. Sort of a bizarre story that we've been following ever since yesterday, but definitely something to keep your eye on.
Right? We tend to get the range of experiences here in the tri-state.
Yeah.
That is not one we have dealt with a lot. Little bit different.
Yeah.
All right, now to round things out, we don't want anybody feeling out of place, so of course we got a road construction story for you. We know you'd be lost without it.
This is a good one, though. This
See,
is a
there
good one.
you go. There you go. A big milestone reached in the Ohio River Crossing project. Now, since last summer, nearly 200 massive concrete beams have been brought to Evansville, and the last load has been dropped off and set into place. Now, these final beams will help complete the deck of the Evansville Approach Bridge. Officials say even though the winter storm delayed work for a few weeks, their progress is still on schedule.
Yeah, they say they're actually like 75% done with the Evansville side. During beam deliveries, you might remember traffic on Highway 41 had to stop for a few minutes most afternoons. Good news for drivers, that's finally over with. As for the next steps, crews will be pouring concrete for that approach bridge in Evansville when the weather warms up a little bit. They hope to start construction of the main piece of the puzzle, the I-69 bridge connecting Evansville and Henderson. They're hoping to start that next spring. So, of course, we talk about that 2030 expected, completion date. Hoping that moves up a little bit. I'm ready for this to get going.
One can hope. And it's one of those things, we've been talking about this for so long, and when you drive by and actually see it changing, it's like jarring.
Weird,
It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, when will that be done? So far in the future. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, like stuff is happening.
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
thrown by it.
And it's like, oh, we've got years. But it looks great. It's coming along.
All right, well, that's going to round out our news segment for today. Of course, a lot is going on, so be sure to circle back for 14 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. But, there's more.
Absolutely. If you stepped outside today, you know that you needed your winter coat again, unfortunately. So do not go anywhere. Meteorologist Arden Gregory will be right back with a check at your 14 First Alert forecast.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Good afternoon. I'm 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory. This is a live look at the Evansville riverfront right now. Lots of sunshine, but it is rather breezy, and that wind is changing direction on us too. Looking at the rest of this weekend, today sunny, still not terribly cold. It definitely is colder than the past couple days have been, with highs in the upper 60s and lower 70s on Wednesday and Thursday. Today is sort of a reality check. We're in the upper 40s, which is really where our temperatures should be in late February, but it gets even colder as the weekend goes on. As we get into Saturday, we drop a few more degrees into the low to mid 40s, and then Sunday is where the cold really starts to take over. Sunday into Monday will be the coldest weather out of the next 7 days, with highs only reaching the 30s, and our teens Sunday night our lows Sunday night and Monday night could even get into the teens, and I think our wind chills certainly will. So let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. We do have sunny skies over the tri-state. There are some clouds just starting to build in down to the south, though. We will see more of these clouds pushing into the tri-state as we go through this evening, and overnight tonight will be partly cloudy. Tomorrow we may get a few peaks of sun, but most of the day will probably be pretty cloudy. You may notice as we go through the middle of the day on Saturday, this is depicting the possibility for a few spotty snow showers. I will tell you, though, this particular model is the most aggressive out of all of them with this snow. Most of our models are showing nothing more than maybe a stray flurry or two. This model is actually showing some pretty scattered snow showers right through the middle of the day and into Saturday afternoon, but I do think it is overplaying that snow chance. As those snow showers, very light, very spotty, push off to the east Saturday evening, we will see a brief window of clearing Saturday night. Then the clouds roll right back in on Sunday. Now Sunday, I think any chance of snow will stay northeast of the tri-state. You could maybe get a stray flurry, especially in places like Pike, DuBois, or Perry counties, but most of us are going to stay dry, just cold and cloudy on Sunday, and any chance of snow, like I said, expected to stay off to our northeast. This is a look at the snowfall forecasts over the next couple of days. You'll notice there's not much on these maps. So again, I want to reiterate, there is this potential that we could maybe see a few snow flurries as we go through the day on Saturday, maybe even a brief snow shower, but we are expecting very little, if any, snow accumulation at all. It was 72 degrees yesterday, so don't get your hopes up too high for any snow accumulation this weekend. As for our temperatures right now, ranging from the mid 40s to the mid 50s, just depending on your location. It's 48 in Evansville, 49 in Owensboro right now. We may tack on another degree or two, but we're really pretty close to our high for the day. The past couple of days, we've had this warm wind flowing in from the south-southwest. That's what pushed our temperatures into the upper 60s and lower 70s the past couple of days. But we had a cold front roll through last night. Now, we largely dodged the severe weather, thankfully. They had a lot of severe storms just to our north, stretching from like Vincennes up toward Terre Haute. The area that we thought the severe weather would be more focused on, that's where it hit. We had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings up in Illinois, places like Wayne County, but really most of the tri-state dodged the rain entirely yesterday. But the cold front did still pass through. So even though we didn't get the storms, we did get that change in our wind direction and this cool down in our temperatures. So like I said, today we're only making it into the upper 40s to low 50s in most locations. We are going to drop back to around 30 overnight tonight. Some of you may dip into the upper 20s. And then tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Again, a spotty rain or snow shower is possible. The model I showed you is leaning pretty heavily into those snow chances tomorrow, but I'm just really not buying that. Our temperatures will probably top out somewhere in the lower 40s, so I think it'll be just warm enough that if we see anything, first of all, it wouldn't stick, and it's possible it could be rain instead of snow. I think it could kind of go either way. We may have spotty rain and or snow showers on Saturday. I don't think we'll see widespread precipitation of any kind, though. It'll be very light and very spotty if we see anything at all, with temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Then that cold air really takes over as we get into Sunday and Monday. We're looking at highs in the mid-30s both days, but our wind chills on Sunday will probably only be in the mid-20s, and I think Monday will be pretty similar. Both days are going to be kind of breezy, so those highs in the mid-30s will probably feel more like the mid-20s. And when our lows dip into the upper teens to low 20s, our wind chills could get down into the mid-teens. I think Sunday night and a Monday morning, we could have wind chills as low as 10 to 15 degrees. So it is going to be very cold out there as we get through the end of the weekend and into the start of next week. You'll notice on Tuesday our wind direction starts to change. Warmer air starts to flow back in, but we do have some rain chances as we get into the middle of the week. So let's pick things up at Tuesday. Wind direction starting to change, warmer air starting to flow back in from the south, but it will be mostly cloudy on Tuesday. Wednesday looks cloudy, mostly dry. Again, we've got that warmer air starting to flow in from the south, so our temperatures climbing back into probably the upper 50s on Wednesday. Wednesday night is where I really see that rain starting to move back in. There is a chance of some scattered showers Wednesday night into Thursday, mainly Thursday morning. I doubt we'll see any heavy rain or thunderstorms from this. It looks like it'll be just some rain showers as a rather weak cold front passes through the tri-state. That may very briefly cool us down on Thursday, but I think our wind direction will start to shift again and will warm right back up by next Friday. So again, that would be just a very tiny dip in our temperatures there, going from the upper 50s to the lower 50s with just a few showers. It's going to be overall a pretty weak cold front. But that's really our best chance of rain over the next 7 days is Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Again, I wouldn't rule out a stray sprinkle or flurry Saturday or even Sunday if you're in the northeast corner of the tri-state. But I think this weekend will be mainly dry. It will be mostly cloudy and much colder, though. Winter certainly not done with us just yet. I know we got that little taste of spring with those very mild temperatures the past couple of days, but you're going to have to break your winter coats out again as we get into early next week, especially with those highs in the mid-30s and lows dipping down into the upper teens to low 20s with wind chills probably as low as 10 to 15 degrees at night. So it is going to get cold out there the next few nights, so make sure you're prepared for that, especially if you're going to be out early in the morning. All right. Jeff Miller wants me to bring back the 70s. Well, you know, Jeff, spring is just around the corner. It's what, a month from tomorrow? So it'll be back before you know it, but we do have to still deal with this cold over the next few days. I thoroughly enjoyed those 70s yesterday, and I wish we could bring them back. I'm not seeing any questions in the comments today, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'll have your forecast for you tonight at 4, 5, 6, and 10, and I'll have another streaming show tonight at 9, so I hope you'll join us then. Have a great rest of your Friday, and if I don't see you, have a great weekend.